I'm assuming you watched video number 1. This is the introduction for video number 2. Now, same location, Kensington Tobacconist, same day. It's actually about 15 minutes after we smoked the first cigar. We lit up our second, which happened to be the Aurora 1495 Connoisseur Selection with a Cameroon wrapper. Now, the whole idea here was to kind of give them the same binder and filler and just change up the wrapper and see what the reaction would be. By the end of the video, as you'll be able to tell, everyone was kind of surprised at just how much flavor the wrapper imparts on the overall presentation of the cigar, from the way it looks all the way down to the way it tastes. So sit back and enjoy.
On the back is the last 2 pages have like descriptions. And the page before that.
Now, the beginning of the other one, I told you I wasn't going to tell you what the wrapper was. And I did end up doing that. The reason I did that is because I didn't have much choice. I had to tell you what this one is. It's a Cameroon. The reason I had to tell you is because of the 15 cigars that I had, 4 of them I had to repair last night. I took the bands off. The wrapper is extremely fragile.
Jeez.
Yes. And in case anyone got one that had a minor repair in it, you know why? It's Cameroon. It worked out that we had enough good ones, and the repairs were minor. Call me a cigar freak. I just happened to have pectin in the refrigerator and fixed them up right away. What do you think of the construction so far?
Seems a little hard in the end.
It's really hard, really veiny.
Mine's not veiny at all.
See the circumcision marks.
Really strong woody smell.
I think it's more cocoa, honestly.
You smell feet all day. What do you know?
Maybe that's it.
It does smell like toe jam though.
Anything about it grab your attention? The way it smells, the way it feels, the way it looks?
The construction looks very nice. It's oily.
What do you think of the cap? Looks
Normal.
sloppy.
It stands out.
You have to cut it.
Anyone notice anything about the pre-light flavor? Any different than the last one?
I didn't taste anything.
Kind of starchy. Kind of like a glue on a stamp. It's got a lot easier draw than the last one did.
Yeah, mine's a real light.
Any initial flavors that are jumping out at you? Now you got a lip?
Tastes like wood to me.
How'd the lighting go? Everyone's light evenly?
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think of the strength in terms of nicotine?
Fairly mild.
What about the body so far?
To me, it's light. Beginning. Nothing harsh. No real flavors in it.
What about the mouthfeel? Does it feel thick, thin?
Normal.
Put the thickness of the mouthfeel on a scale, mild, medium, full. Or any variation between the two. Or between the three. And what about the finish now? After you expel the smoke? Any lingering flavors or textures?
Kind of woody taste.
Yeah,
Definitely, that's exactly what I said. When you say mouthfeel, what are you saying there?
The texture, how heavy does it feel?
Okay.
You ever smoke a cigar that it's so full it just kind of made it hard to talk?
Right.
Left over like a syrupy, really thick texture in the mouth. That's what I'm calling body. Is it mild? Is it really full?
Almost gives you the sensation that you want to chew on the smoke. It's real heavy.
This isn't.
You smoking the same way?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's not the film in my mouth.
What?
I think I almost left the film in my mouth.
It's like a perfect definition of body,
What is?
like a film.
Yeah, I don't feel. It could be because I'm drinking Coca-Cola. 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 Hawaiian Coca-Cola.
It's like the room starting to fill up with smoke. Is it offensive?
Not like the other one was.
No.
Tastes better in the back of your mouth, you know?
Yeah.
What did you say?
The smoke right now has kind of a sweet smell.
Yeah. It tastes better on the softer part of my mouth. And, right behind the teeth.
Yeah.
Can we get any distinct flavors?
I'm still tasting woody. Same as
Getting
when I
the
lit
leather.
it up.
Kind of the leather, the beginning of a leather taste.
The back of my throat, there's sort of like a pleasant spiciness, like a, I don't know, sound goofy, like a nutmeg or an allspice, but something pleasing that you don't expect with smoke. Not offensive in any way. I mean,
Mine's burning one side.
yeah, look at that.
That's what mine's done.
I like the feel. I mean,
That's what I was doing.
there's a little hardness to it that,
No, it still is.
it feels good in your hand. You're holding on to something. You're not scared that you might crush it. But again, you can hold it tighter and know you're not going to constrict anything.
Mine's beginning to get a little spongy.
Spongy.
It's nice and firm at first. Now it's starting to get a little spongy.
Yeah, just a bit.
Now, more along the lines of it feeling solid. What is it? What do you think the texture feels like? Does it feel rough, smooth, gritty?
Not gritty at all.
It's firm.
Not rough. Not rough. Without knowing, I would think that this might be, to me, an expensive cigar.
How much emphasis do you put on how it feels in your hand? Would you be more likely to buy it just because it felt better?
Yeah, not me.
Or is that more secondary to the flavors?
I like that, the way it feels. Feels very nice.
Yeah, there's
I can't stand a spongy cigar.
No.
They drive me crazy.
like you're smoking something that if you had to chomp down on it, you wouldn't be ruining it. I could see this, because I drive a convertible, I could see this, in the car,
Holding up.
holding up.
Right.
It's a toothy cigar.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Otherwise, then you get it stuck to your lip, and you go to tip the ash or something, and you end up grabbing the other end of it because it's stuck to your lip.
Some of you mentioned that the pre-light draw was kind of light and airy. That surprised you because of how hard the cigar felt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even now, it still draws real good.
I'm enjoying this very much. This is, I think, constructed very well. There's a mingling of flavors to me, which is, it's nice. I mean, it's sort of like you're getting a little bit of everything. And right now, there's nothing musty about it or old feeling to it or tasting to it. I'm expecting as I get further down that I'm going to have even more flavors just from the first 3/4 of the inch of the cigar.
What do you think of the ash?
The ash is very good.
And if someone told me that this was an inexpensive cigar, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
Because I normally, I buy and I look, and that's why I like Kurt. Kurt's, I don't go to too many tobacco shops, but I like Kurt's because he puts that rating, and is really, even though I've been smoking for a couple of years, I still consider myself a novice. And this probably would fit my bill as, again, not knowing the price, but to me, you'd have to give this a good rating at a, if this had an 89 or above and it was in the $5 to $6 range, this would certainly be
What do you
my
think?
cigar of choice.
What do you think,
It
Glenn?
reminds me of a punch or an Hubman. Middle of the road, it has a light ash, only a little bit of impurities in the ash, little dark spots, not all mottled black like.
I like it.
A lot of Rocky Patels, to me, they don't burn that well. They end up, they're all dark ashed and so forth. This is a nice light ash, and that, a lot of punches and ovens burn like this.
You can see too that it's a lot of long leaf instead of just the bits. You can see just how the way the ash is, and the way it's layered, the way it was built with a lot of better leaf than the bits and pieces.
Not as strong as you normally smoke.
Good afternoon cigar.
What do you think of the flavor? Some of the terminology gets very confusing. When you say strong cigar, I think nicotine. When you say full body, I think mouthfeel. When you say full flavored, I think just that, lots of flavors. What do you think of the flavors? A lot of flavor, little flavor?
A lot of flavor.
Oh, I think this has a lot of flavor, and they're so subtle. To me, when I first smelled it, I smelled like a chocolatey smell. I don't taste it. I don't taste it, but again, there's...
You like it?
Yeah, it's good. There's multi-flavors. I think it was blended very, very well. Not one overpowers the other. To me, it's a nice...
You think it's complex?
Yeah.
Very friendly though.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the last cigar you said it'd be good to recommend to someone that doesn't smoke very often. Where do you think that falls in that spectrum?
Same thing.
Everything, same thing.
Probably be a good companion, one of each, because it's got a little bit of enough body, enough character that you can explain the differences, and they'll be able to get it, without having to go into a lot of detail. Most of the time, probably just smoke one of these, smoke one of those, and ask them, they'd probably be able to tell you the same difference.
This is...
What do you think of the burn line? You look at it, does it look thin and crisp? Is it bubbly, really thick and dark?
Thin. Very thin.
It's got a real thin burn.
Yeah.
I think this is a good cigar.
It's got a solid construction for me. It's not getting soft at all.
You know, some cigars, when you first smoke them, it feels like, you know, when you wake up in the morning after smoking cigars.
Right.
This one, I like the flavors. What do you think? You like it?
Just got my first taste of a little bit of cognac or something.
Really?
The finish is actually getting a little creamy.
More along the lines of that film, or totally different?
No, more along the lines of that film. It's got kind of creamy taste.
That's a good word.
It's nice.
Creamy is a good taste for this cigar.
And they mentioned that the wrapper was very fragile because it's Cameroon. Anyone develop any splits or cracks from handling it?
No, none at all.
Look at the difference.
Mine are darker all the time.
Yeah, the last cigar we smoked,
Mine-
Benny had a white one. I mean, it was pure
White.
white.
That's the way this is. Just a little bit of imperfections.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same way.
Yeah, now we'll do it on that side.
Yeah, I've got a couple spots on the backside.
Mine's the same way.
Looks like everyone's ash is holding on real well.
Oh, yeah.
They all look really tight, compact.
Man, I like this one. I like this one. D.R.
Get to hold up the card.
Now, you think you would be intimidated by that cigar if it had a 94 rating? Would you be less likely to pick it up?
No, not at all.
I mean, not having smoked it.
No. I would go for this.
If this had a band on and it was in a case, and I saw it, I'd say the construction looked phenomenal in the box. It's held up very well. The taste has been very consistent to me. I like this a lot better than the other one, I can tell you that right off the bat.
It's a lot more, I don't know, cozy wouldn't be it, but it's more inviting.
I like to say creamy.
Even as, to me, as it's getting a little bit stronger, as
It's getting lighter to me.
it's tasting even better.
Yeah, it does taste.
I think the flavor's picking up. I didn't taste a whole lot of flavor in the first third. Now it's kicking into gear a little bit.
Getting a little spicy flavor. Not a lot, but it's definitely there.
Yeah.
How do you like it, Mike?
I think it got smooth.
Yeah, I do too. Got very creamy.
What are your overall impressions of the first third?
Very
Where if
good.
the next 2/3 are as good as the first third, this is an excellent. To me, it can only get better.
Nice cigar. Very nice.
You know, it's flavorful. It's like it's minty, Joe. You spell it with a Y. Like
You know-
English.
Jess's point about not getting soft at the end is very good because if you bite this like a little bit, it's not crushing down on you. It's staying very well constructed at the end.
Not mine.
Huh?
Mine's getting really spongy. Real soft and spongy at the end.
Feel warm on your fingers at all?
No.
No,
Huh?
Just overall, it's just soft.
just soft.
I'm not finding that at all. It's tight.
Yeah, mine is tight also.
You see the smoke coming out of the end when you draw.
Now, you mentioned yours was very loose straw. You think that's attributed to underfilling at all?
No, it's just the way it's built.
No, it was really firm when I first.
But it is. It's getting real soft.
It's getting soft. The draw doesn't seem to have changed. It's still got a light draw.
What about everyone else? The draw change as you're moving into the second, third? Still consistent throughout?
Really producing a lot of smoke.
What do you think of the texture of the smoke? Really thick? Kind of smoke you would expect to linger in the room?
No.
No, not at all.
Nope.
How do you like it?
I like it.
It's got a sweet aftertaste. Right after you just let your mouth sit a while, it's got a real sweet character to it.
I'll say it again, I'm liking this very much.
Just don't start doing anything like that without a towel.
Okay.
Behave yourself, Brian.
I was careful what I say.
All right, just don't get out of control.
It's been about a half an hour. What do you think of the burn rate? Going too fast? Burning slow?
No, this is,
I'm agreeing with Jess. I really like this a lot. Have we been smoking this a half hour? Wow.
Just check the cameras on 30 minutes.
Wow.
really,
Time flies when you're having fun, man.
absolutely.
It's got a nice after effect. Like some of the cigars, the tobacco and everything builds up in your mouth, and when you swallow, you get a definite reaction. Where this is real, it's not real sweet, but it's nice. It's pleasant. Like after you don't smoke for a while, you set it down and just let the juices flow around in there. It's pleasant.
Just making loose, like nice taste.
What do you think it would pair well with? What kind of drink? Coffee?
Well, definitely coffees.
Tea.
It's easy.
Coffee just seems like universal for most cigars.
Yeah. This would be a good, like he said, a cognac or what the heck is it?
There's this rum I have that it's very caramelly.
Crown Royal. Crown Royal
I wouldn't go
cognac.
anything stronger than Crown Royal.
Cup
Yeah.
of tea.
I mean, that would be a good enhancer, Crown Royal or some cognac, something like that, just a little bit.
For me, the sweet taste of that rum with this cigar, I mean,
Big glass of diet soda with ice in it, some lemon. Fun having a fucking alcoholic in the
does the lime change?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it makes it 10 times better.
No. I love that soda, but with smoking it,
Absolutely. It cleans your mouth right out.
yeah, there is absolutely no aftertaste with this cigar. No unpleasant aftertaste.
Exactly.
All
Just right
the
off, nice
tastes
taste.
Yeah.
are.
The other one I had, that's why I had to get a drink out of it, because I had to clean my mouth out. At the end of that cigar, when I got up after it was out for about 10 minutes, or between,
The smoke's not like the other end. The smoke's not insulting. It's not real strong or bitey. You almost really don't even notice it.
when you get around women and and you've had a strong cigar, they smell things like that. Oh, what was that? But if you have a light smoke, like the I'm smoking those Abos or any of them, or an Egg and Ashton, my wife says nothing. Not a word. I come in with something strong, boom, I'm walking the room, whoa! Back in the bathroom for the second toothbrushing, you know? She followed me, you want to make sure I was doing it. I gotta get supervised, you know? I drink a lot of soda with it, water, but this is definitely, if you get a cup of tea, black tea, and smoke it with this, you're gonna pair it up real well. And that's a big, in the winter for me with that, a lot of tea.
Now, do you put anything in your tea? A sweetener you think would kill the taste of the cigar, overpower it at all?
Now I take black tea, leave it 2 big I took a big 16-ounce cup, 2 bags in, and let it sit, get it as black as coal, and then drink it right down. Maybe I'll put an ice cube in it, tame it down a little bit. But
If I put any sweetener in tea, it's usually a little bit of honey.
why?
I don't use anything with honey. And if I'm out, I just drink it black.
Usually with my coffee, it's just black. Not sugar.
Me too, same thing.
Strong and black. You'll stand a
Must be
spoon.
good with a nice Pinot.
I'm starting to get a split now.
Nice Pinot Noir. A little spicy. A
This
little
would be
bit of
good
spice in it.
for the floral. That would be a floral taste. A lot of light flavors, like with the floral, with the smells. You know?
Tell you what would be excellent tea with this is chamomile. When the rollers work in the factory, they used to have pots of tea, and they'd give them tea all day. If they were smoking or tasting something, it takes everything out of your mouth. If you squeeze a lemon in it, it's gone. What you do too is you get a handful of coffee beans, sniff them up, takes everything. Because you ever go to, when they have the perfume at the store, or you buy cologne, they always have beans of coffee there, have you smell it. You go like that, takes it out of your nose, goes back to normal again.
That split, is it like the leaf unwinding, or is it kind of parallel to the
No, it's
cigar?
definitely.
I'd give this construction a 10,
So it's
without question.
definitely a crack.
Yeah.
There is a floral taste to this.
Yeah. It's real subtle, real light.
Look how spongy it is.
Now, this is holding up perfectly.
If you were selling me
Must be an
cigars
amoeba.
at a manufacturer came in and had a show, and there was a tasting, I'd buy this cigar afterwards. I like this very much compared to the other one.
Oh, yeah,
And a
definitely.
lot of smokes I've had, this is very nice. It's got that good feel to it in your hand. I think that's taking it down a little faster on me, but
That's
Yeah.
something there.
what could be the thing too, but it's,
Here.
Yeah, the smoke isn't bothering me as
no,
much as...
the other one, yeah, it was getting
Yeah.
burned, you know.
I turned the smoke
Yeah.
meter on.
Good idea. Now, the other one definitely had very strong aftertaste.
Yeah, this one's not turning at all like the other one did.
Uh,
I mean, it's pretty close to the last third. It's still holding the same. It's a little bit warm yet, and it still isn't changing.
Looks like we're about ready to get final third. Overall impressions of the second third?
Consistent is the word for me.
What one thing do you think stood out the most about the cigar? What did you like the best?
Construction. That's very important to me. And that takes into a lot of things. The softness of it, if the thing's not, it's not tunneling at all, it's burning evenly and consistent, and you go to draw it, you get the same draw that you did at the beginning. Very, very good.
I think the subtleness is a little bit stronger, but again, to me, there's nothing overpowering, there's nothing
No.
offensive.
If you had to pick one thing you liked least about it, anything stand out?
Well, the first impression was mine with the little vein.
Yeah, that would be it. But appearance is really
Just the
kinda
appearance.
rough. But I mean, that's not something that would put me off, just the way it is. Sometimes the rough ones are the good ones.
Talking about cigars.
Now, you're a strong cigar smoker. You're enjoying this?
Oh, yeah.
That says a
It's
lot.
it's kicking some flavor in now.
Yeah.
This changes flavors from the first inches.
Yeah.
I don't have that fill in my mouth like
What are your first impressions of the final third?
Good.
Better than the second third? More flavorful? Flavors kind of fall flat or anything?
No, it's staying consistent.
creaminess seems to have gone away.
Picking up more spice now.
Yeah.
Getting a little warmer, which is to be expected. Getting down towards the end.
So if Kurt started carrying this particular cigar, how frequently do you think he'd pick it up?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
How much more likely are you to pick this one up over the first one?
Very,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah.
Think it tastes similar to anything else that you smoke as far as I think that Dominican cigars have a distinct taste. Honduran cigars all share this sort of distinct tobacco flavor. Same with Nicaraguan cigars and even Cuban cigars. They all have this sort of distinct flavor to the country of origin.
Nicaraguan or Honduran in here for me. It's definitely not a Dominican taste, in my opinion.
I don't know about that. I can taste some of that in there. Other Dominican cigars have a very distinctive taste to them. Definitely picking up the pepper on the end of it. This is a nice surprise. Not something that's, going to put you off.
I'm not typically one for putting numbers on cigars, but what do you think this would weigh in at, considering construction and flavor, or just overall value?
10 real easy.
Using the numbering scale, I'd say it's an 88 to a 90.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It's definitely could. I wouldn't be shocked if it was a 90. I'd be very surprised if it was rated any lower than 88.
Yeah, those numbers.
Yeah.
So where do you think this cigar fits throughout the day? When would you be most likely to smoke it?
Anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
You don't think it'd be too much early in the morning, too
No.
light
No.
in the evening?
No.
Nope.
I think, for me, with an after dinner drink, it'd be too light.
I agree. I like a heavy cigar at night. This is a perfect afternoon cigar. Might have this as a prelude to a bomb. Something really spicy and dark after this. And I do that a lot. If I'm going to have 2 cigars at night, maybe I'll have something like this to start with, and then I'll go with a heavy Maduro afterwards.
How are the cigars holding up? Getting warm? Any of them getting spongy? Any different from when they were initially?
Just
It's
a lot softer. A lot softer than originally when it started out.
A little, but that could be from where I'm squeezing.
Mine is not.
How about the heat on your fingers? Feel warm?
It's a little warmer, but it's not offensive.
So as we're nearing the end, what would you feel comfortable paying for this cigar?
5 to 7.
Well, I'd pay a little more.
7 to 9, real easy. Yeah, that's very pleasant. It's a surprise though when you look at it. You would think it has the characteristics of a very strong Maduro, but it's not.
6-hour cigar.
Yeah. I would smoke this when I'm relaxing. I wouldn't smoke this washing the car and none of that. It's too good of a smoke. It's getting better for me down here. At the end, the other one wasn't as good as this by a long shot.
What do you think of the strength as far as nicotine?
Mild.
Definitely. Yeah. Nicotine's pretty mild.
What about the body as far as texture for the So the mouthfeel,
Yeah,
thickness.
I would say.
In the mouth, it's medium taste.
Yeah.
It's not airy. It's not like you're smoking a Macanudo or something like that. It's got a nice,
It's a good medium.
yeah, good medium. Yeah, there you go.
Very flavorful.
What do you think about the flavor? Full flavor, mild flavor, medium flavor?
The medium.
Medium. Solid though. It's not, it doesn't come and go. It's
No, right.
consistent.
It's the consistency. Is
Yeah.
fantastic. You know what it is? I don't want to put this one out like I did the other one.
Yeah.
Take it right down to the bottom.
I'm already down.
Are there any distinct flavors that are jumping out at you?
Really woody, real nutty flavor to it.
Nothing distinct. Again, just to me, a nice, flavorful.
He likes it. He likes it a lot.
Yeah, I do.
It has some of the take to some of the punches.
How important is flavor change to you throughout each third? Is it important that they change from one third to the next, or do you want a cigar that's, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but more or less the same from start to finish?
I don't want the same thing all the time. It's nice to have something that changes a little bit.
I like when I start with the end the same way.
Yeah, I don't want to see a great differential.
No.
Nice to get a surprise once in a while.
Only if it's a good surprise.
Yeah, I mean, variety's the spice of life, you know.
I understand that.
If I buy it, I want to know what I'm getting, and it's going to stay consistency.
Like I was saying, when you look at it, it looks like it's going to be a real strong Maduro, and it's not.
Did that split get any worse?
Oh, yeah. I'm smoking right through it.
Because there's not enough to just make you dump the cigar?
No, absolutely not. It only appears to be through the top leaf, not through the wrap underneath it. So just going right through it. It's not even creating a burn problem. It's burning nice and even.
Reminds me a lot of the punchline. Real big.
That's my initial impression. One of the better General cigars.
Right.
Has some of them flavors like those Mirandas that he had. You smoked one of those or not? They're pretty nice.
Smells nice.
This is going to be my next question. What do you think of the room aroma?
Very nice.
Not offensive?
Not at
No.
all.
Yeah.
This gets better with age.
Oh, it's good down here, yeah.
So we seem to burn a little faster. Maybe because of the lighter draw. How long have we been smoking this one?
53 minutes.
I could go longer.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer I can hold on.
I know. That's the bad part.
Is there a maximum amount of people when you test a cigar? I mean, you don't want 50.
As many as I can get in frame.
I wouldn't do more than what we have, you know, in a room like this with the ventilation. Because I was beginning to, you know, yawn when get a little tired with. But it certainly hasn't changed in any bad way. It's just gotten better.
Good smoke.
What do you think about smoking cigars this way, as far as doing a tasting? Think you're more inclined to pick up different flavors than you would if you were just kind of sitting back?
Yeah, no difference.
Oh, you're definitely thinking about it.
Yeah, you're thinking about it more, sure.
Well, it's also, like for me, a learning experience because
Because you're
enjoy
gonna
it more.
Because you're gonna get a flavor, but you're not gonna know what it is.
Right.
Until somebody else actually figures out what it is.
Oh yeah.
Fired up the jet.
Better than that. Like contraption downstairs.
You have to get a little thicker.
Not offensive.
Not like the other one. Doesn't burn your nose and burn your eyes.
What do you think? What are your overall impressions of the cigar, from start to finish?
Very good. Excellent. Nice smoke.
Definitely get a few to hand out if I want somebody to, appreciate a good cigar.
Yeah, that's a nice smoke.
What do you think compares to the first one?
Much better.
Give the other one a bad name.
Set this up.
You already know what it is? Anyone have a guess? Think what line it might be from? Or what line they might be from?
I think it's
Or
an
lines?
Either an Upman or,
One most interesting thing about these cigars, actually I was kind of excited about it, they're exactly the same except for the wrapper. Filler and binder are both identical. They're both made by La Aurora, and they are out of the Connoisseur Selection line, the 1495. Kurt has the original, which is a Sumatra wrapper. You smoked the exact same binder and filler as that Sumatra wrapper. I think it's a Sumatra. Except for the wrapper was different.
You know what? I have some La Auroras at home.
I never smoked one in my life.
Oh, they're nice cigars.
They were both Robustos, 5x50. The wrappers were Cameroon and Connecticut. Connecticut was the first one you smoked. This is the Cameroon. It's got a Nicaraguan Corojo binder. And fillers are from, it's got a Nicaraguan and Peruvian Lajero. And there's Dominican Piloto Cubano leaf for balance. So they say it's for balance. One thing I didn't look up was the ratings on the cigar. They come out of Santiago, Dominican Republic, and you expect to pay about $7 a piece for it.
How much?
About $7. Kurt has the Corona size of the straight up 1495 line for about $6.50.
yeah, I can taste that Dominican influence in it.
I didn't get that at all. I got Nicaraguan or Honduran, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to pick that up, but there's definitely a definite Dominican flavor to it.
Does this change your opinion on how much flavor a wrapper leaf imparts?
Yes.
Evidently. And if you're going to say it doesn't, you're just
Well,
lying
it
to
made a big
yourself.
difference.
Now we get the free box of cigars, right?
You got what I had.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I've noticed all along is the wrapper makes a big difference, even though what we know might not be the same. Like I said, when you started that cigar, it looked like a really dark, strong Maduro does. Not as black, but it looked like it.
And all the tobacco inside was the same.
Identical.
My God.
Amazing.
That's how much influence the wrapper has.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I would have never ever.
I was going to say that first one kind of reminded me like those Tiamos.
I gotta go, guys, but that educational, that wrapper made a whole difference in the world to me, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
Good job. Thank you.
Thanks for sitting there.
Oh, thank you. Have a good one, fellas. We gotta go out tonight, gotta go take a nap.
See you, Captain.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Be good. All right, thank you.
Good, Jim.